With smooth harmonies that defined a generation, 112 once sang, "I'll be your friend, I'll be your friend." But the question remains, what happens when those friends step away from the spotlight?
And one of the engineers at the studio was like, "Yo, man, whenever you do a beat, just leave it, put it on this."
Today, we explore the remarkable journey of R&B legends 112, a group that captivated hearts and changed the music scene forever. Formed in 1993 in Atlanta, Georgia, 112 consists of talented members Darren Jones, Marvin Scandrick, Q Parker, and Mike Keith. Bursting onto the scene in the late 1990s, they quickly garnered attention with their self-titled debut album, which produced timeless hits like Cupid and Peaches and Cream.
See the boys 112, we from the A.
Their unique blend of smooth R&B and hip-hop elements helped them achieve significant success, earning them Grammy nominations and a dedicated fan base. As we delve into their journey, we'll uncover the highs and lows that led to their eventual departure from the music industry. The rise of 112 in the late 1990s marks a significant chapter in the evolution of R&B music. The group burst onto the scene with a unique sound that blended smooth harmonies with hip-hop influences, setting them apart from their contemporaries. Formed in 1993 in Atlanta, Georgia, 112 consisted of Darren Jones, Marvin Scandrick, Q Parker, and Mike Keith. These friends, who shared a passion for music, dedicated themselves to performing in local talent shows and clubs, honing their skills and developing their signature style. In 1996, 112's big break came when they caught the attention of Sean "Diddy" Combs, the head of Bad Boy Records. This pivotal moment allowed them to sign with a label known for producing some of the biggest acts in hip-hop and R&B. Under Diddy's guidance, 112 was poised for success and quickly began working on their debut album. Their self-titled debut album, released in 1996, was a mix of romantic ballads and upbeat tracks that showcased their vocal abilities. The album produced several hit singles, including Cupid, which became an instant classic. Cupid reached the top of the R&B charts and solidified their place in the music industry, resonating with listeners thanks to its heartfelt lyrics and catchy melody. Following the success, 112 released additional hits that further propelled their fame. Only You, a collaboration with the Notorious B.I.G., became a massive success, reaching the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100. The infectious hook and seamless blending of R&B and hip-hop exemplified the group's ability to cross genres. Their second album, Room 112, released in 1998, continued their winning streak, featuring hits like Peaches and Cream and Dance With Me. Peaches and Cream showcased their smooth vocals and catchy production, quickly climbing the charts and earning them even more recognition. The album's success led to a nomination for Best R&B Performance by a Duo or Group at the Grammy Awards, further solidifying their status in the industry. Throughout their rise, 112 collaborated with several major artists, including Madalry and Faith Evans, which helped them reach a broader audience. Their music dominated the charts and became a staple at parties and gatherings, influencing the sound of R&B in the late 90s and early 2000s. Their contributions were recognized with numerous awards and nominations, including a Soul Train Music Award for Best R&B/Soul Single by a Group. Their albums consistently received critical acclaim, and their smooth harmonies, relatable lyrics, and compelling performances made them a favorite among fans and critics alike. What truly set 112 apart was their ability to connect with their audience. Their songs often explored themes of love, heartbreak, and relationships, resonating with listeners from all walks of life. This emotional depth, combined with their undeniable talent, endeared them to fans and solidified their legacy in R&B. As 112 reached the pinnacle of their success, they became a defining voice in the genre, paving the way for future R&B artists. Their innovative sound and memorable hits not only captured the essence of the era, but also left an indelible mark on the music industry. However, as we will explore later, their journey would soon take unexpected turns, leading to their eventual withdrawal from the spotlight. As 112 soared to fame, They faced a series of challenges and changes that would ultimately shape their trajectory in the music industry. Despite their initial success, the pressures of fame began to take a toll on the group, leading to internal conflicts and external challenges that tested their bond. One of the first significant challenges arose from the intense scrutiny that comes with being a prominent group in the spotlight. The music industry is known for its competitive nature, and 112 was no exception. As they achieved greater fame, the pressure to continuously produce hits increased, creating a high-stress environment. The members grappled with the expectations placed upon them, which often led to disagreements about their musical direction and the creative process. Additionally, the group's dynamic began to shift as individual aspirations and personal issues came to the forefront. While they initially enjoyed a close-knit brotherhood, the demands of the industry and the desire for solo recognition started to create rifts. Each member had unique talents and ambitions, and as they pursued individual projects, the cohesion that had characterized their early years began to wane. This tension was exacerbated by the demands of touring and recording, which left little room for personal time or reflection. Another significant challenge was the changing landscape of the music industry itself. As the early 2000s approached, the rise of new genres and artists began to shift the focus away from traditional R&B, hip-hop, and pop became increasingly dominant, and many established R&B groups struggled to adapt to these changes. 112 found themselves navigating a market that was evolving rapidly, requiring them to reassess their sound and approach. While they had initially thrived on their unique blend of R&B and hip-hop, they faced the difficult task of reinventing themselves to stay relevant in a crowded field. Despite their efforts, the group experienced a decline in commercial success. Their later albums, while still containing standout tracks, did not achieve the same level of acclaim or sales as their earlier work. This decline added to the sense of urgency and frustration among the members, further straining their relationships. The pressures of the industry, combined with the struggle for individual identity within the group, created a challenging environment that ultimately led to a hiatus. The decision to take a break from the music scene was not made lightly. Each member had to confront their own personal and professional goals, and the group collectively recognized that stepping back might allow them to gain clarity and reconnect with their roots. During this hiatus, members pursued solo careers, exploring different musical styles and personal interests. While this period allowed for individual growth, it also highlighted the difficulty of balancing personal ambitions with the group's legacy. As they navigated these challenges, 112 faced a critical turning point. The question of whether they could successfully reunite and reclaim their place in the music industry loomed large. The journey was fraught with uncertainty, but it also presented an opportunity for reflection and renewal. As we delve deeper into their story, we'll explore their attempts at a comeback and the legacy they left behind, as well as the lessons learned through this tumultuous period in their careers. The hiatus of 112 marked a significant and introspective chapter in their journey, reflecting a complex interplay of personal challenges, industry pressures, and the need for growth. As the group faced mounting difficulties, the decision to step back from the music scene became a necessary choice for the members. The pressures of fame had begun to weigh heavily on 112. After achieving immense success in the late 1990s and early 2000s, the expectations for continued hits grew increasingly demanding. The music industry, notorious for its fast-paced nature, left little room for artists to breathe or evolve. As the group members struggled with the intense scrutiny and high expectations, they found themselves questioning their direction and purpose. Internal conflicts began to surface as each member grappled with their individual aspirations. Darren Jones, Marvin Skandrick, Q Parker, and Mike Keith had always shared a close bond, but as they pursued solo projects during their downtime, differences in vision and priorities started to emerge. This period of exploration allowed them to grow as artists, but it also highlighted the challenges of maintaining unity within the group. The very thing that had defined their success, their collective identity, now felt strained. The changing landscape of the music industry further complicated matters. As new genres rose to prominence, including hip-hop and pop, many traditional R&B groups struggled to remain relevant. 112 found themselves at a crossroads, needing to adapt their sound while also contending with a market that was shifting rapidly. This uncertainty added to their frustration and contributed to their decision to take a step back. During the hiatus, each member embarked on solo journeys, seeking to establish their identities outside of the group dynamic. Darren Jones released solo projects that explored different musical styles, showcasing his versatility as an artist. Meanwhile, Q Parker pursued solo work and collaborations, contributing to various projects and seeking to reach new audiences. Marvin Skandrick and Mike Keith also explored individual interests, delving into personal passions that had been set aside during their rise to fame. While this period allowed for personal growth and self-discovery, it also prompted reflection on their collective legacy. The members recognized the importance of their shared experiences and the impact they had made as a group. They faced a critical question. Could they successfully reunite and reclaim their place in the music industry after such a long break? The hiatus was not merely a time of absence. It was an opportunity for the members to reconnect with their roots and reassess their goals. As they navigated their individual paths, they began to realize the strength of their bond and the unique chemistry that had made them successful in the first place. This realization sparked discussions about a potential reunion, with each member expressing a desire to come together once again. As they contemplated their return, the members faced a dual challenge: how to honor their past while also embracing the changes they had undergone as individuals. The music landscape had evolved during their time away, and they would need to find a way to blend their iconic sound with contemporary influences. Ultimately, the hiatus became a transformative experience for 112, allowing them to grow both personally and musically. It set the stage for their eventual reunion and return to the industry, armed with new perspectives and a renewed sense of purpose. The lessons learned during this period would prove invaluable as they prepared to navigate the next chapter of their journey, one that would blend their rich history with the evolving landscape of modern R&B. The attempts at a comeback for 112 marked a pivotal moment in their journey, highlighting their resilience and commitment to reclaiming their place in the music industry. After a significant hiatus, the members recognized the importance of reuniting and leveraging their shared history while adapting to the changing musical landscape. As they began to reconnect, the group faced the challenge of crafting a new sound that honored their roots while appealing to a contemporary audience. They understood that the industry had evolved during their time away, with new artists and genres dominating the charts. Therefore, the members embraced collaboration, seeking to work with fresh producers and writers who could help them blend their classic R&B sound with modern influences. This willingness to innovate while staying true to their essence showcased their growth as artists. In 2003, 112 released their album Pleasure and Pain, which marked their first project after the hiatus. The album featured a mix of traditional R&B ballads and up-tempo tracks, showcasing their signature harmonies alongside contemporary production. While Pleasure and Pain received mixed reviews, it was a significant step toward re-establishing their presence in the industry. The lead single, I Can't Believe, demonstrated their ability to evolve, incorporating elements of hip-hop while retaining the heartfelt lyrics that had defined their earlier work. Despite their efforts, the comeback was met with challenges. The competitive nature of the music industry meant that re-entering the spotlight was no easy feat. While they had a loyal fan base, they also faced the reality of a new generation of listeners who were more attuned to current trends. Promotions and marketing strategies became crucial as they worked to reach audiences who may not have been familiar with their earlier successes. In 2005, 112 attempted to solidify their comeback with the album Enjoy the Show. This project included collaborations with notable artists like Lil Zane and featured a blend of hip-hop and R&B. The album showcased their ability to adapt, but it also reflected the struggle to balance their established sound with the demands of a rapidly changing industry. While Enjoy the Show produced some enjoyable tracks, it failed to achieve the commercial success of their earlier albums. Recognizing the need for a more strategic approach, the group took a step back to reassess their brand and marketing strategies. They began engaging with their fan base through social media, sharing their journey and reconnecting with listeners who had supported them throughout the years. This direct connection allowed them to build anticipation for new music and reintroduce themselves to a broader audience. The turning point came in 2017 when 112 celebrated the 20th anniversary of their debut album. They embarked on a reunion tour, performing classic hits that reminded fans of their unique sound and powerful performances. This tour reignited interest in their music and showcased their enduring chemistry as a group. The nostalgia factor played a significant role, allowing them to reconnect with longtime fans while attracting new listeners who were curious about their legacy. Following the success of the tour, 112 released their album Cue Mike Slim Darren in 2019, featuring a blend of R&B tracks that highlighted their growth and maturity as artists. The album was well received, with fans appreciating their return to form and the authenticity that characterized their work. This project demonstrated that, while times had changed, the core essence of 112 remained intact. Throughout their attempts at a comeback, the journey was not just about reclaiming their place in the music industry. It was also about rediscovering their passion for music and the bond that had initially united them. The struggles they faced ultimately strengthened their resolve and showcased their dedication to their craft. As they navigated the complexities of the modern music landscape, 112 proved that with perseverance and a willingness to evolve, they could successfully carve out a new chapter in their storied legacy. Leaving the industry was a complex decision for 112, shaped by a myriad of factors that culminated in their eventual withdrawal from the spotlight. After years of navigating the pressures of fame, internal conflicts, and the challenges of reestablishing themselves in a rapidly evolving music landscape, the members found themselves at a crossroads. As the group attempted to make a comeback, they faced the harsh realities of an industry that had changed significantly since their heyday. The rise of digital streaming, social media, and new genres altered the way music was consumed and marketed. While 112 had once been at the forefront of R&B, they now found themselves competing with a new wave of artists who were redefining the genre. The shift in the music industry landscape made it increasingly difficult for them to recapture the same level of commercial success they had previously enjoyed. Additionally, the pressures of promoting new music and touring took a toll on the members. The rigorous schedule of recording, performing, and engaging with fans created a demanding environment that often led to exhaustion and burnout. Despite their passion for music, the relentless grind began to overshadow the joy that had initially brought them together. The members struggled to balance their personal lives with the expectations of the industry, leading to feelings of disillusionment. Internal dynamics also played a significant role in their decision to step back. While the members had initially come together as a close-knit brotherhood, the years of navigating the industry had created rifts in their relationships. The individual pursuits during their hiatus highlighted differences in priorities and creative visions. As they worked to reconcile these differences, the challenge of maintaining a cohesive group identity became increasingly daunting. The very foundation of their partnership felt strained, prompting them to reconsider their future as a collective. By the late 2010s, the reality of their situation became clearer. The music industry had evolved, and the landscape they once dominated was no longer the same. The members began to reflect on their legacies and the impact they had made in R&B. They recognized that while they had contributed significantly to the genre, the music scene was now filled with fresh voices and innovative sounds that were shaping the future. As discussions about their future continued, the members reached a consensus that stepping away from the industry might be the best path forward. This decision was not made lightly. It represented a culmination of their experiences, both the highs and the lows. Leaving the industry allowed them to preserve the memories of their success, while also giving them the space to explore their individual passions outside of the spotlight. In choosing to leave, 112 also sought to prioritize their well-being and personal growth. The pressures of fame had taken a toll on their mental health, and stepping back provided an opportunity for introspection and healing. Each member began to explore personal interests, reconnect with family, and embark on new ventures that had been sidelined during their years in the industry. This transition was both liberating and challenging as they navigated the complexities of life beyond music. While their departure from the industry marked the end of an era, it also opened the door for new possibilities. The members remained grateful for the experiences they shared and the impact they had on countless fans. Leaving the industry allowed them to reflect on their legacy and the lessons learned throughout their journey. Ultimately, 112's decision to step away was a testament to their resilience and understanding of their own needs. It underscored the importance of mental health, personal growth, and the value of true friendship, even in the face of adversity. As they move forward, the members carry with them the memories of their groundbreaking contributions to R&B, knowing that their legacy would continue to resonate with fans for years to come. The story of 112 is a powerful narrative of triumph, resilience, and evolution within the music industry. From their meteoric rise in the late 1990s, characterized by chart-topping hits and unforgettable harmonies, to the challenges they faced in the ever-changing landscape of R&B, their journey reflects the complexities of fame and artistry. As they navigated the pressures of success, the internal conflicts and personal aspirations of each member began to reshape their collective identity. The challenges of adapting to a new musical environment while attempting to maintain their signature sound tested their bond and commitment to one another. Their hiatus provided a much-needed period of reflection and growth, allowing them to explore individual paths while recognizing the value of their shared history. The attempts at a comeback showcased their determination to reclaim their place in the industry, but the realities of a transformed music scene ultimately led them to reconsider their future. Leaving the industry became a conscious choice that prioritized their well-being and personal growth, allowing them to step back from the relentless pressures of fame. In their departure, 112 left behind a lasting legacy, one that continues to influence new generations of artists. Their contributions to R&B, marked by heartfelt lyrics and memorable melodies, resonate with fans and remind us of the power of music to connect and inspire. Ultimately, the story of 112 is not just about their successes and struggles, but also about the enduring bonds of friendship and the importance of knowing when to step away for personal fulfillment. As they move forward, the members of 112 carry with them the lessons learned throughout their journey, embracing their past while looking toward the future. Their impact on the music industry remains undeniable, and their story serves as a reminder of the complexities of artistic expression and the human experience.